All right, hi everybody, welcome back to another high intensity interval training workout. My name is Tessa and I'm a trainer here at Ping Center at Ohio University. We have an awesome full body workout for you today. We're gonna be hitting legs, hitting upper body, core, back a little bit. So it's gonna be an awesome workout. We're gonna try and keep your heart rate up through the whole time. And this workout should only be about 35 to 40 minutes. So we'll start with the warm up. We'll get into the actual workout where I'll explain every circuit to you and make sure that you completely understand the timing of everything and every movement that we'll do. We'll finish with the cool down and then we'll be out of here. So it'll be quick, effective, and efficient. So make sure you have space to do the workout. Make sure you have some sort of soft surface because we will be on the floor for a few movements. So I have a mat here, but if you just want to use carpet or something like that, that's totally fine. And make sure you have water nearby. Turn on your favorite music because I cannot play music through here. And other than that, that should be all you need. I'll keep the timer on my end so you don't have to worry about timing anything. And when you're ready, we'll just get started with a quick warm up here. Just gonna get started in a light jog. So once you're ready, find me here. And like I said, once we finish the warm up, I'll go ahead and explain every circuit that we'll be doing today, the timing of everything, and every move that we'll be doing. All right, root these into high knees. And now we're going to transition into butt kicks. All right, and jumping jacks. Really warming up all the muscles here. Try and extend that range of motion with your arms and legs. All right, just slow it back down. We're gonna do a body weight squat here. Simple squat, nothing fancy. Try and go at a good pace just to make sure that we're keeping that heart rate up. All right, we're gonna add a twist at the top, so opposite knee to opposite elbow. And backwards kick. So alternating each rep here, keeping that knee straight, driving that heel back. All right, now we're gonna do a sideways kick. So straight out to the side, opening up that hip, stretching that out. One more on each side here. All right, go ahead, bring it into arm circles forward. Once you feel a little bit looser, you can speed it up. All right, cross the body, here we go. Try and give yourself a hug here, so bring your arms all the way towards your back. That full range of motion in. All right, we're gonna do some reverse lunges. So you're gonna bring it back and alternate legs right back up. You can start going a little slowly here. Like, see, I just kind of lost my balance. So go slowly until you find the balance. And then you can pick the speed up. At the bottom of every rep now, you're just gonna add a few torso twists just to keep that upper body involved. And one more on each leg. All right, we're gonna do 2 nice and slow caterpillars, starting with a big reach up. So reach up as high as you can and then bring it into your caterpillar. Touch your toes, walk your hands all the way out into that high plank and all the way back in. Go ahead, add another reach up top and do another one. We'll see these very soon in our workout. All right, coming into your middle of the mat, we're gonna finish with 2 huge circles. So starting at the top, full body circles, slowly stretch it all out. Go one direction and the other direction. And repeat that one more time. So one big circle each way. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start explaining the first circuit for today. So while I'm talking, try and keep moving around. If you want to just jog in place, you can. That'll just keep your muscles warm. So first circuit we're gonna have today, we have 3 movements. We're gonna do each for 30 seconds, followed by a 30-second rest, and we're gonna do that round 3 times. So 3 moves, 30 seconds each, 30 seconds rest, 3 total rounds. The first 3 moves that we'll have, we're doing that caterpillar motion that we just did. This time we're taking out the reach, just starting standing tall, walk it out. Once you're in that high plank, you're gonna do 3 plank jacks. So feet are jumping out and in for 3 times and repeat. So that's our first movement. Second movement that we have are side shuffle jump squats. So start in that squat, and instead of jumping straight up, you're gonna shuffle to the side. Just back and forth. Once you do a few reps of these, they'll feel really natural. It might feel kind of strange at first, but you're just adding a shuffle side to side to your usual jump squat. A carpet, you can try and use a line on the carpet, or you can just imagine a line. We're gonna be using that for some sort of agility move. I'll switch it up each round, but I'll make sure to tell you guys what we're doing. The first round, we're gonna be doing switch foot jumps. So 1 foot on the mat or in front of the line, 1 foot behind. You're just going down the length of the mat, so about 8 feet and back for the full 30 seconds. So starting with those caterpillar walks, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, 30 seconds of every movement. I'll let you know when we have to switch, and then we'll have 30 seconds of rest before we repeat the round. Okay, so caterpillars and plank jacks. You got this. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So start at the end of the mat. Walk those hands all the way into your high plank. 3 quick plank jacks and back. So really brace your core throughout the whole movement here. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. Side shuffle, jump squat. So jump squat, add that side shuffle. Going back and forth here. Soft landing. If you need to walk through this, just squat, step to the side, squat again. Can always make it a little bit easier if you need, or if you want to make it harder, go ahead and speed it up or add a weight. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Find that line. We're doing these agility jumps. Switch your feet. Just up and down the mat. You got this. Speed it up if you can. Once you get your rhythm, try and go a little bit faster. So quick feet. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and 0. 30 seconds of rest here. So you can grab some water if you like, or just keep walking around. Try and have an active rest here. So that was round 1 of 3. We have 2 more. This time, instead of doing switch foot jumps, you're gonna do that same movement, but you're just gonna pick one leg going one direction. So like this, then you'll switch, 1 foot going the other direction. All right, 3 seconds of rest and then back into caterpillars. And here we go. So walk it all the way out, 3 plank jacks, walk it all the way back in. If you can beat my speed, go a little bit faster, definitely do that. Don't feel like you have to match my speed. Always challenge yourself. One more rep, you got this. 3, 2, 1, and 0. So right into those side shuffle jump squats. Make sure you're getting really low on the squat and exploding up into that jump. You want that jump to be really off the ground and not just a little step. So explode up. You got this. 3, 2, 1. All right, so pickup foot, I'm gonna go right foot, going the right direction. Once I get to the end of the mat, other way. And just keep that going. And we have about 10 seconds left. Forward and back, you got this. 2, 1, and relax. That was round 2. All right, for this last round, for those agility jumps, you're gonna just keep your feet together, forward and back, down, and the other way going back. All right, about 10 more seconds of rest. We have round 3, starting with those caterpillar walks and plank jacks. In 3, 2, 1, last round. Make it strong. Try and pick up your speed here if you can. Make those plank jacks quick and that core tight. More than halfway done with these. You can do it. Last round of these. Push yourselves. You got this. One more good rep here. Awesome. Right into those side shuffle jump squats. Remember, you're keeping that landing soft, but you're keeping that jump strong and explosive. And coming all the way down into that deep squat, right angle in your knees, hips and butt are back, chest is up. You got this. All right, we're finishing off with those hops for 30 seconds. Pick up your speed, challenge yourself. Fast feet, you got this. Forward and back. All right, last 10, make this the fastest yet. Last 5, push it out. 3, 2, 1, relax. Awesome job. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water here. All right, I'm gonna explain our next circuit. You at home just keep kind of moving, staying loose, staying warm. The next circuit has an extremely similar format. We're just adding 1 movement. So instead of 3 movements, we're gonna do 4 movements for 30 seconds each, a 30-second rest, 3 total rounds. So if you kind of understood that last circuit, this next one will be a breeze. So again, 4 moves. We're gonna hit lower body hard on this one. First one that we're doing, a lunge pulse. Pick a leg to start with. You're just gonna be pulsing out in a lunge. These are quick pulses, about 3 inches deep. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds and then switch for 30 seconds on the other side. Third movement we're doing, squat stance burpees. So feet go back, forward into a squat, chest and hands come up, and repeat. You wanna make these fast, and you wanna make these squats deep. All right, and our fourth and final move is we're doing 4 squat pulses into just a squat. So simple, but we're gonna really build up a burn with these 4 movements. We're gonna go ahead and get started with those lunge pulses. So I'll start with my left leg forward, but just keep note of whichever one you start with. We're gonna start here in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So keep it pulsing. You want that bottom knee close to the ground, but you don't want it to be touching the ground here. So should be hovering about 2 to 3 inches right above the floor, and that shin should be parallel to the ground. So pulse it out here. We have about 5 seconds on this leg, and then we're switching. Go ahead, switch. Same thing on this other leg. So quick, low pulses, controlled the whole time. If you ever need to take a rest, just go ahead, stand up for a second, take a breath, and try and get right back into it. All right, we have about 10 seconds, and then we're going into squat stance burpees. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So feet are going out, right into that squat formation. You're keeping your butt low, you're not standing up. Just bringing those arms and chest straight, so you're looking forward. 2, 1, all right. Squat pulses, 4 pulse, into a squat. So make sure you count to 4 pulses. In that 5th one, you're coming all the way up. Squeeze your butt at the top. Make sure you're low enough in those pulses. You can do it. 3 seconds. 2, 1, 0. 30 seconds of rest here. If those didn't really seem to get that burn going at all, I challenge you in that last movement to do 4 pulses and then a jump. That should really bring that burn in and start working that lower body a lot faster. All right, we have about 5 seconds. We're going back into those lunge pulses. 2, 1, here we go. Kicking off round 2. So starting with 1 foot for 30 seconds, and then we'll switch. So your chest is forward the whole time. You want to try and distribute your weight between both feet here. 3, 2, 1, switch. Pulse it out on the other leg. So you want these to be quick pulses, but you want them to be controlled. You don't just want to be flailing all over the place. All right, we have about 10 seconds on this foot, and then we're going back into our squat burpees. 30 seconds. All right, squat burpees, here we go. So when you jump your feet in, you want to make sure that they're wide enough that you can do your squat stance without moving your feet or adjusting them. All right, last 10, so speed these up if you can. Keep that good squat stance though. 2, 1. All right, last 30. 4 pulses into a squat or a full extension squat. But like I said, if these are a little bit too easy, make that a jump. So you want to explode, go right back into your pulses. You can modify this to make it easier or harder whenever you need to. All right, 3, 2, 1. Take another 30-second rest. We have 1 more round of this circuit. All right, still have about 15 seconds. Try and stay moving a little bit. Keep that blood flowing. Okay, so last round, push it out. Make it the strongest. We have 2 seconds, 1, and begin. Lunge pulses. Just holding it here for 30 seconds. any point you need to really just shake that quad out for a second, that's all right. Just get right back into it. Finish it out. You got this. Almost done. 5 seconds on this leg, and then we're switching. All right, go ahead and switch. 30 seconds on this leg. Now, if you're like me, that burn's coming in. It's getting uncomfortable, but this is where you really need to push through. This is the most important part when it starts to get hard. 5 seconds, and then we're going into our burpees. All right, here we go. Squat stance, burpee, right back into your squat. Challenge yourself here to go a little bit faster. If you need to walk through it, you just walk into your squat, and then walk your feet back. That's okay too. You can always modify it, like I said. There's no shame in that. 2 seconds. All right, so we have our squat pulses, 4 at the bottom, and then fully extend. Go ahead and add that jump if you really want to burn it out for these last 30. You can do this. 4 strong pulses, full extension, squeeze the butt at the top. 3 seconds, try and get 1 more rep in. 2, 1, and done. Okay, so go ahead and take another break. I'm gonna explain our next circuit. Try and keep moving. So, our third circuit for today uses that same exact format that we just saw. 4 moves, 30 seconds each, 30 seconds rest, and 3 rounds total. So this is going to be a little bit more upper body focused. First movement that we're doing, elbow plank, extend that arm, and then reach under and behind you. Try and tap as far behind as you can, using that oblique to steady your abs. You just want to reach and curl that arm under you. So first 30 seconds on one elbow, and then we'll switch and do the same thing on the other. So almost like you're pulling something from behind you to in front of you. So those are your first 2 movements. Third movement that we're doing are stagger hand push-ups. So on your knees or your feet, depending on what you feel like you can best do for 30 seconds. You want to start with your hands not completely in line. One should be about 2 inches in front of the other. You're doing 1 push-up and switch. So your hands are staggered and you're switching them each rep. And you want to use that arm that's closer to you to really be the lifting muscle, and the other arm is more just of a stabilizer. That's your third movement. Our fourth and final movement, we're just doing oblique mountain climbers. So instead of our usual one where you bring that knee straight in, you're going to cross your knees to your opposite elbow. And we're going to try and get these at a good pace. If at any point you need to slow it down a little bit, catch your breath, and then get back into it, that's totally fine. All right, we're going to start with those side planks with the reach. So pick one elbow to begin with. We're going to give 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So lift up, arm is straight up, coming under and behind you. Curling it, reach as far as you can behind you. If that's a little bit too hard, just hold this side plank. Try and extend that arm up into the air. You have 5 seconds left. Keep curling that arm under. All right, go ahead and switch onto your other elbow. You want to keep those hips from sagging this whole time, so really activate the abs here, your obliques especially. getting that nice big twist in with your arm. 3 seconds. Awesome job. All right, staggered arm push-ups. So I'm gonna be on my knees, but if you can do these on your feet, go ahead and do that. So each rep, you're switching whatever hand is in front. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Oblique mountain climbers. So lift up here. Drive those knees in and across. Core is still tight. Shoulders are still holding you up. Strong and tall here. You can do this. 3 seconds, push it out. And relax. So that was our first round. Go ahead, grab a drink if you need it. All right, we have 2 more rounds with those same exact movements. We have about 10 seconds, and then we're starting back into our side plank with that arm reach. All right, go ahead and get set. And begin, here we go. So keeping those hips as far off the ground as you can. Reaching that hand behind you, curling it under you, stabilizing with those abs. You can do this. 3 seconds. All right, switch that other elbow. So you're really using the abs to control that twist. You want to keep a constant speed, but these aren't for speed. You don't want to rush through these. 2, 1, switch. We're doing stagger arm push-ups. Again, whatever your ability level is, if you want to do these on your feet, go off. Nice work. 5 seconds, that's it. 1 more rep, you can do it. All right, oblique mountain climbers. Last 30 of this round. Get that good twist in your abs here. Drive those knees. Halfway done. You can do this. Pick up that speed a little bit. Drive them in a little bit faster here. Nice work. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we have 1 more round of this. About 20 seconds more of rest. So try and move a little bit. Grab some water if you need it. All right, go ahead and get set. We're gonna start in 5 seconds. Last round, make it strong. Make yourself proud. Here we go. So up on one elbow, curling under, reaching behind. You're not letting the tension out of your abs here at all. Again, if that's a little bit too tricky, just hold yourself up in a static side plank. All right, switch to your other elbow. Tight core here, you can do this. Reaching, curling under, big twist. Keep those hips lifted. Almost done here. 2, 1, and 0. All right, staggered arm push-ups. You got this. Make these strong. Last 30 seconds of these. Try and get a few more reps in than you did last time. You got this. 5 seconds. One more good rep. Awesome work. Last 30 seconds, oblique mountain climbers. Don't give up yet. You got this. Awesome work. Speed it up a little bit. You can do it. Strong arms, strong core. 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whew, awesome job. Grab a drink if you need it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and explain our last circuit for today. Time is flying by. We have 4 moves again. So just like we just did, 4 moves, 30 seconds each, 30-second rest, and 3 rounds total. First one that we're doing are spider planks. So right like we were in that high plank position, we're slowly bringing one arm out to the side, knee to elbow and back. Switching sides each time. So these are called spider planks or Spider-Man planks because it sort of looks like you're crawling. Second movement that we're doing, flutter kicks, but we're moving our legs up and down as we're doing the flutter kicks. So small movements, but you're gradually lifting your legs until they're almost right over top of you, and then gradually lowering them. So it's kind of like a blend between leg lifts and flutter kicks. That's our second move. Third move that we're doing, Russian twist with a double crunch. So you want to do 2 Russian twist reps. So left, right, and then 1 double crunch, not letting your heels rest on the ground. So 2 Russian twists, 1 double crunch. Our fourth movement that we're doing is a plank saw. So on your elbows, bringing your body forward and back, rocking on your toes. Core is tight the whole time we're doing that plank saw. So 4 movements, 30 seconds each. We're finishing out today with an absolute core burner, but it's gonna feel great. Try and finish out each round strong. Starting with those Spider-Man planks, up in your high plank. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So your knee is coming out to the side, touching that elbow, and then going back. You want to keep your back in a straight line the whole time. Tighten up that core. We're slowly moving through this one. It's not a run. It's not your usual mountain climber speed. Slowing it down. 30 seconds. All right, flutter kicks, here we go. So your flutters are small, tight, a really compact movement, and you're slowly lifting your legs and lowering them through the whole thing. You want your shoulders and neck off the ground slightly, so you're really letting your lower abs do all the work. 3 seconds. All right, 2 Russian twists, 1 double crunch. Heels staying off the ground. Challenge yourself to not let them rest. If you need to, drop them down for a few reps and then pick them back up. Try and challenge yourself to keep them up a little bit longer each round. 3 seconds, you got this, 1 more rep. Finish it off with plank saws. On your elbows, tight core. We're going forward, couple of inches, rocking it back. We're finishing out round one here. Finish it strong, you can do it. Less than 10. Tight core. And relax. All right, 30 seconds of rest, 2 more rounds of that. So if you couldn't get through any movement on that round, try and challenge yourself to last a few seconds longer in this round, and then really last as long as you can during that last round. This is the last thing that we're gonna do today, so leave it all here, give it all you've got. We're so close to being done. All right, Spider-Man planks in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So up on those hands, driving one knee in at a time. You'll still feel those abs working. 3 seconds. And then we got flutter kicks. All right, here we go with those flutter kicks. All the way up, all the way back down. Keep the slightest bend in your knees. You don't want to have them locked, but you don't want to have them bent too much here. Keep those flutters fast. Keep those leg lifts pretty controlled. 3 seconds, 2, 1. All right, 2 Russian twists, 1 double crunch, and repeat. So a big oblique twist, touching the ground on either side. And then you're bringing your back and your feet away from each other, and then crunch it in. Keeping those heels off the ground, challenge yourself. All right, last 30 in those plank saws. So really focus on flexing your abs. So sucking your belly button upwards, tightening your whole abdominal wall here. Rocking yourself back and forward, controlling the movement with your core. 3 seconds, you got this. 2, 1, 0. All right, 30 seconds of rest. 1 final round. So push yourself. You'll feel that burden come in. You'll feel it start to get hard. Just keep telling yourself it's the last round. Last chance to push yourself. You can do this. I'm right there with you. We still have about 5 seconds, and then we're gonna get started with Spider-Man planks. So get set up, and here we go. Final round. We're gonna make every single exercise count here. You can do this. 10 seconds left of these, that's it. You got this. 3 seconds. All right, flutter kicks. So on that tailbone, you can put your hands under it if you want. So you're gonna have flat or fast flutter kicks, but you're just slowly lifting your legs. You got this. Don't give up yet. And switch. Lift those heels up. 2 Russian twists. 1 double crunch in the middle. It's getting hard, I know. Don't give up yet. Less than 10, that's it. Two, 1. Plank saws for the last 30. Push yourself through these. You can do it. Draw those abs in. Flex them. You really want to activate them as much as you can here. 5 seconds. You can do it. 2, 1, 0. All right, awesome job. It's a tough workout, so if you completed it, then you should be proud of yourself. That's awesome. Reaching up tall first and just letting yourself fall into a circle. We're gonna finish our cool down with these two. Repeat, one more on each side. We're gonna use this cool down to slow down our breathing, get our heart rate back down here. All right, holding it at the top here, you're gonna drop one arm and pull it. And at that same time, we're gonna do a side lunge. So we're gonna get a upper body and lower body stretch in one. Holding this side lunge, bring that arm in front of you now and pull it. All right, we're gonna switch. So side lunge on that other leg, and we're gonna stretch out the tricep with that other arm. Take a few deep breaths here, and then pulling that arm across our body, keeping that side lunge going. All right, we're gonna reach down in the middle and slowly walk our hands over to one foot and hold it here for a few deep breaths. Walking it to the other side now, holding there for a few deep breaths. All right, hands back in the middle. Using your heels and toes, inch your feet back together. Hold your toes if you can. If you can't touch your toes, then just reach as far as you can until you feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Slowly let your body roll up and reach up ahead of you, or now you want to slowly roll back down. Walk your feet out into downward dog. Look at your shoes and use this to pedal your feet out. So you're stretching out one calf at a time. Then hold that downward dog for one more deep breath. All right, walk your hands out into a high plank. Drop those hips. Look up at the sky or the ceiling. Stretch out that back. Back to your high plank. Walk it all the way back in. Roll it back up. Reach over top of you, and like I said, we're gonna finish with those circles. So one big one going on one direction, stopping at the top, going the other direction. Go ahead and do one more at your own pace on each side. So last one here. All right, so thank you so much for joining today. A few quick announcements before I sign off. We have changed the workout schedule or the group fitness schedule for the month of October. So as you saw, today's class is now going to be at 4:30 p.m. on Mondays. And my Wednesday class is no longer going to be virtual, unfortunately. But if you are on campus, it will be in person. We're doing it outdoors this week, which luckily we have a really pretty day on Wednesday. So it should be like right around 70 degrees. And then eventually we're hoping to bring them into a large indoor facility where we can all socially distance and do the workout inside. But make sure that if you want to participate, you sign up online at the Campus Rec website. You should see a link as well as all the other class times. So be sure to check that out. And again, thank you so much for joining and have a great day.